everyone, this is Angelica. Thank you so much for joining me. In this video, I really want to talk about how we create change in our world, because it would seem as if by fighting against things or fighting for things that we are against, that we would bring out awareness about that particular subject and create those changes. But I just wanted to share my view on that. You know, you see the bumper stickers or the protesters on the side of the road, you know, whether it's against abortion or against wars or whatever it is, whatever the cause is, and they are really against it. And they're saying, no more to this, we won't stand for it anymore. And I totally get that. And I understand that we would think that's the way to handle things. However, you can't change something by fighting against it. You can only change something by becoming the new. So we are becoming the new vibration on this planet now. We are becoming the change. Didn't Gandhi say that? Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. Well, he was right. You don't, and it seems, it's interesting because all these things are happening in the world. And it would seem that if we didn't say something to take a stand against it, that it would seem as if we were condoning that behavior. However, it's not true. And this kind of goes along too with loving all of humanity, universal love, unity consciousness. We love all beings and all people, not because we condone their behavior, but because that's what we want to see in the world. And so when we can fully embody that energy within ourselves, we take our place in standing for what we believe in. So there's lots of, you know, negative things going on in the world. There is a lot of stuff, and I would recommend that you not watch the news, not read the paper. And I know even when I was in college, everybody's like, oh, did you see what people were talking about the news and stuff all the time? And I would say, oh, I don't watch the news. I don't participate in that. And people are like, well, you don't know what's going on in the world. If what's going on in the world isn't in alignment with how I believe or feel, then I don't want to know about it. And it's not because I'm in denial and I'm acting like it's not happening. I'm actually really, really in tune with what's happening within me. And when I change it within me, it will change out there. And so I only participate in those things that I wish to see in the world, and I bless those things. So instead of saying this isn't right, or this isn't how I want the world to be, once we have the information, we have the truth, and I think a lot of people that are awakening need to know the truth first, right? So we look into all the different things and we see, wow, you know, something about this just isn't right. Well, that's how we wake up. But once we see that, once we truly understand the truth of what's going on, then we can start to ground into and anchor the energy that we want to see in the reflection of the outer world. And it's way different than fighting for a cause, because we don't need to fight. We need to ground the energy of ourselves fully in love, and then when we do that, we will see love surround us. And that's happening more and more. I mean, lots of people are awakening, lots of people are getting it right within. And it's wonderful because once you understand that everything happens in here and is a reflection that is shown to you on an outer level, it brings such a sense of, what is the word? You just feel in control of your life. You realize that you are the creator and the manifester of everything you see. And so if you're seeing something out there that's not setting well with you, then go within. Look within. What's happening, or what's it triggering in you from the past that needs to be shown to you so you can go ahead and heal it. And the more that people awaken and the more energy that's added into this love and the unity consciousness and, just the universal higher love energy that we are anchoring down on the planet, it continues to spread like wildfire, and it's happening really fast now. Now, there were people in the past, that tried to do this, but there was only like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, there wasn't very many, and they were spread all over the planet. So now it's different. Now everybody is awakening. Whether they say so or not, there's an internal shift and a higher consciousness that's hit the planet, and no one can escape it. It can't be done. It's just happening because we're continuing always to go higher and higher in love. So if there's things out there that you see that make you feel on an inner level bad, then change what you're looking at. Change the situation that you're in the sense of maybe you are, maybe you're in troubling relationships, or maybe, I don't know what the circumstances may be, but fill your mind with loving thoughts. Fill your mind and your body and your soul with those things that are life-giving, that are good, that are bringing you to where you want to be. Don't put any energy into those things that you don't want to have, because we can say, I don't want that, I don't like that, that I don't want. However, when you don't want something and you state it, it actually comes into your life and you don't understand. You're like, God, why? I don't want this. Well, by not wanting it and having an emotional charge for how much you don't want it, it actually persists. So you have to say, this is what I do want. I want love. I want peace, compassion, kindness. And then those attributes, you'll start seeing them everywhere. You'll start seeing how this world is so beautiful. You'll start seeing the amazing blessings. We need to take a shift from focusing on what's wrong and start to only bless that which is right. Because there is so much right. There's so much that is happening in the world to be excited about right now, and to give our energy to that, because our energy creates. Our energy is so powerful. And in school and in this world, we're taught to focus on the negative. I never understood in school why they teach history. And you notice in history, it's like war, 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 war. It's like they're feeding it to you. And I just would be like, what is this? What is going on to where we are talking about war for hours? And this is what they're feeding people in school, And what that does is it sends our powerful creative energy to focus on the negative, to focus on what's wrong, to focus on that, and it just keeps persisting. So there's not much we can do about, the school system yet. I'm working on that. That's my main thing. I love education. I think people learning these things and understanding these things is my mission. My mission is to transform through education. When people have the correct information, when they understand things, they can make a shift. But our school systems currently are not teaching that. They are keeping the problem in place by focusing on it. The past is the past. We are the creators of our future. We get to choose what we want to see in the world now. We get to choose how we want to live our lives. So what is that for you? You know, love. That's really all there is. And anything that's not vibrating in love isn't true. It's just not. And I do understand it's not easy to get to that place. It's not easy to not be triggered by, because our bodies are holding on to all this generational patterning. Our bodies are holding on to the pain. And so through this spiritual awakening process, we are shedding all the pain that our families had to go through. And as we're going through that, it feels like we're experiencing it again, but we're really not. We're just letting go. We're releasing into love. We're allowing that universal love energy to transform us and to transform the planet. So if you find yourself talking about things that seem real, you know, things that are not wanted, don't give any energy to it. It's not like you're just, you know, ignoring something if it needs to be addressed, but you're just not giving more energy to that which you don't want to see manifest in your life or your world anymore. You're focusing on the truth, the love, the kindness, the compassion, and by doing so, that's what starts to show up. And the more and more people that do that, the more and more this world changes and shifts. So I just wanted to make this quick video to get that out there. Hopefully it helps you. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It's springtime, and I love it here when it's spring, because right when I see the plum trees and the cherry trees start to blossom, you know, the pink blossoms and the white blossoms, those are my favorite trees in the whole world. I love them. And right when they start to blossom, I get really excited because I'm like, spring is here. And it's just like my favorite season. I love spring and I love fall so much. My favorite seasons. So I love you all. I hope you're having a fabulous day. And I will see you again soon. Bye.